Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is an entry for the 2018 Face Awards NYX Cosmetics. I created this musical queen. Her name is Mute, and if you want to see how to do it, you just watch right along. First thing you want to do is glue down your eyebrows. By gluing down your eyebrows, it just makes it easier for makeup to make sure your pencil is sharp, because if you're using a dull pencil, it's not going to work out the greatest. So as you can see, I'm just drawing out my eye, my nose, marking where my mouth is going to be, as well as my jawline and temporary teeth. My skull, just checking my eyebrows again, using some translucent powder to pack them on. Make sure they're not sticking up there, don't choke on the dust. After that, I used a concealer and just blotted over where I had some pimples coming through, and also put a coat over my eyebrows because for some reason my blonde eyebrows look really dark when I'm applying makeup. And as you can see here, I'm putting the first layer of face paint onto my skin. So for this, I actually mixed one of my darker foundation shades into white face paint. This acted as my base, and once that dried, I applied white cream over and over until I got it to where I wanted it to. I was a little bit nervous when I came to post up this video because the lighting was bad, but you know, you gotta work with what you gotta work with. I do have a 4-year-old too, so every now and then you might see me leave because the camera also shut off on me a couple times, but you know, it is what it is. I'm also half blind, so I'll have my glasses on here eventually. Take some black eyeshadow of any kind and some black face paint and apply some on your nose and darken the bare skin that's not white. You want to give it a couple coats. Don't forget your ears, because your ears, if they're not painted, they're gonna stand out like a sore thumb. Right here I gave myself some teeth, but I'll paint them over again later on. It's just a temporary mapped out look. I also filled in where my skull would indent and around my eye. Blended this up into my hair because I did do my hair black partially later on. Using a blending brush, I blended the black cream with shadow out towards the rest of that eye socket. And I outlined it with a black eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. I find the point on these brushes work really well. So again, I'm just blending and blending with some shades of black. Same thing with the nose to darken it. Right here, I'm using a fine black eyeliner, and I mapped out some piano key teeth. I really wanted to do this. I thought this was pretty interesting when I sketched it on paper. Bringing it to face is a little bit more difficult, but it worked. It looked really cute when it was finished. I used that eyeliner and made them a little jagged because I thought too straight across just didn't look right. I know the light is kind of blinding that side there, but you know, the pictures really show you how it looked in the end. The mouth took a little bit of time because I also put the little keys in between, and I also went through with some white face paint and brightened up the teeth in between just so that they kind of stood off from the face. I also took some white and I highlighted certain parts of the skull that I wanted to actually pop, almost like strings on an instrument. As you can see here, I'm taking that same white and I'm just blending it in, and I use black cream to make a eyebrow. Here I am, eyelining my eyes and taking a little quick drink. Just have a breather, squeeze my eyelashes just so that they would puff up a little bit. And I gave myself a winged eyeliner look. Now with this look, I took the black fawn brush with the face paint and I created almost like the musical staff. And up on the top I put a treble clef. It's a little bit difficult to see because of the lighting, but as I said, the pictures will show this. And I think my camera actually recorded in reverse, so you know. So right here I'm taking a black eyeshadow again, and I'm just giving some depth to the eye. I'm highlighting with little bits of white as well so that the eye kind of sinks in. I didn't want to go too black with it because I thought it would look, I don't know, unrealistic. You know, I don't know. I also had to move my shirt down because the straps were in the way, and I painted my chest all black first. This took a couple of coats with the paint I was using. Any black face paint would work, cream, oil-based, whichever. All my paints are water-based. Right here I was creating a stringed throat. However, I didn't really like how it was turning out, so I painted it over and created almost like a guitar bass on my chest. On one side, you can see some strings out there. I actually painted that over, and I painted some whimsical pattern, just with some browns, some blues, and oranges. It's hard to see in the chest piece, but I did incorporate some diamonds and rhinestones on the guitar base, as well as the shoulder that you'll see soon. So all these steps that we're going through right now is basic highlighting. I use a lot of brown shadows, a lot of white shadows, and a lot of black shadows. I highlighted around my eyes just to make sure. I contoured around my nose. In the corner of my eye on the left, I put a musical note with the liner brush. Right here on the base of the guitar, I used my neck as the neck of the guitar, and I put in the strings. I thought this was a pretty cute idea. I didn't want to go too realistic. I kind of wanted it to blend into the skin, almost give it an abstract look. Now don't forget to use the black paint and give it that last bit of coating. I decided to bring it back in through my hair a bit further, and I applied some little diamonds to the neck of the guitar as well as the whole of the guitar. I used some spirit glue to stick that on. And right here I'm just highlighting the strings on the guitar again, and I'm depthing the nose and eye area with some black shadow. Again, most of the colors I use for this video are white, black, and brown shadows and paints. All my paints are water-based. Just adding some brown over the eye. I went back and kind of made the eye look like a grainy effect, if that makes any sense. On my shoulder here, I did the musical staff, just in some white, and I highlighted in between with a silver shadow. I also drew in some music notes, and on each note I placed a little silver jewel. This part took a little bit of time to make sure that they stuck on. However, once they did, it looked really neat. I also added a little white highlight. On the other shoulder here, I did a whimsical design because I find music just lets you be free, lets you explore and expand, and makes you crazy, it makes you happy, it gives you so many emotions. So I figured, hey, why not just go ballistic on that corner? With my eye, I added some white highlights and a little orange eye. And here I have a set of horns that I made on a headband with some black foam, as well as a staff. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, creep it real.